Hello everyone, welcome back. It is getting on toward the end of January 2021, and that means we're getting close to tillage time, which means we need to take a look at our equipment, our tools, our implements. Well, we've the way we do our tillage, let me back up a little bit here, is, I know I've talked about this before, but I feel it's worth mentioning again. Basically, we do 3 steps. We moldboard plow, bottom plow, turn plow, whatever you want to call it. But moldboard plow is actually what it is. We use a Ford 101. This is a 14-inch spring trip plow. Once we do that, we use a set of disc cars, which we can walk up here and look at them. We use the disc to smooth the ground up. And I've got to finish cleaning up around here. Winter time, try to get things cleaned up. I gotta get that old barn tore down at some point. But we got to get some other things done. But anyhow, I think every farm has a scrap pile. Here's a set of John Deere plows. They're 14-inch spring trip. Trippers broke in them. You know, they're of no use at this point. But anyhow, so once we moldboard plow it, which rusts the ground up, there's Mrs. Gertrude, we use the disc to reduce it down, to smooth it up a little. That is step 2. That just gets the ground smoothed back out till we can start preparing our seed bed. And this process we use on all of our ground. And there's the heifer that is due before long, right there. Should be due the 1st of March. She's starting to show quite a bit. First time heifers can fool you. And of course, up there's Fuzzy Bear. And they're saying, why ain't you got us some feed? But anyhow, back to what I was talking about. So, we got the plows and the disc. These discs are starting to get wore pretty good. It's about time. Done quite a bit of work to that disc last year. If you watch any of my videos from last year, me and that disc did not get along last year. We had some issues. But, yeah, I got to haul some scrap off and clean up. Oh, well. There's always something to do. You know, a real farm looks a little different than old McDonald. Now, some people keep theirs a lot cleaner than I do mine. But, you know, working farm's a working farm. And it's more important to get the work done than anything. But after we plow it, and then we disc it, and usually what we'll do, we'll disc it down, make one pass over it with a multi-purpose plow to loosen the ground back up, and with the drag behind it, then we'll broadcast and incorporate our fertilize and smooth it up for the seed bed. Now, we do that. That's the way we do it. In our ground, that's the way it works best. Actually, it's a system that I've used. Well, my dad used it. As a matter of fact, we grew burley tobacco growing up, and that's what we that's what we grew up raising. That was our cash crop. And we always had a problem with, we plowed it and then just disked it. And we'd go through and we'd use a New Holland mechanical transplanter. And actually, that thing is still in here. I forgot about it being in here. But anyhow, it was it's a New Holland transplanter. Man, we'll walk over here. I gotta get this barn cleaned out. Or Levi's gotta get this barn cleaned out. And I don't know whether you can see it or not. It's kind of buried in junk. Let me cut a light on here. I get the cell phone to work. But that's a mechanical transplanter. You know, if you guys are familiar at all with one of those. But, and we'd have problems with survivability of our transplants. So, Dad, in these rocks and stuff, some old farmers were using the multi-purpose spring tooth, field cultivator, whatever you want to call it. So he bought one, and we started using it with a drag behind it right before running transplanter, and we found that our survivability rate went way up on our transplants. And the reason for that is, when we put the root ball in the ground was good and loose, and we were getting good root to soil contact. Same with seeds or whatever. That's one of the keys in seed bed prep, is that contact either to the roots of the transplant or to your seed. So that's why we started doing that, and I've kind of kept that. I've modified it a little through the years, the way I do it, but the way he did it. But adding the drag smooths everything up, reduces clods and stuff like that. But the reason I tell you all that is, like I said, it's January, and I would like to start plowing in February at minimum. So what we've got to do is go through the disc, the spring tooth, and the moorboard plows, and replace any of the worn wearable parts, which plows will need points and shins, possibly slides. They got them last year, but they may need them again. So we'll need to get that done, and get ready to get them in the ground and start getting our fields ready for our planting season. So that's going to be a focus in the upcoming days, is getting that done. And you know, when we do that, we try to look and see, like this pin's bent, we'll go ahead and replace that. You know, just look everything over real good and get a good start. I may try to find a set of double plows to go behind the John Deere for Levi to plow, so we can cover more ground. Now, I've done several videos on the plows, and I probably will again this year, because plowing is one of those lost arts, in my opinion. But and I'm no expert. It's just, you know, I've done it for 40 years. Moorboard plow has always been a tool that we've used. But and usually when I do it, we'll always have the conversation in the comments about the horsepower requirements for a moorboard plow. And according to the book on Ford 101s, it averages 20 horsepower per bottom. In a good sandy field somewhere, that New Holland would probably pull a five bottom, no problem. In stiff clay, it'd probably struggle with these 3. In these rocks that we have around here, it varies. So, but that subject always comes up. But according to the book, on these plows, it's recommended 20 tractor horsepower per bottom. So 60 horsepower tractor. You know, that's the book. That's not me. But anyhow, so with the John Deere being John Deere being a 50, it can pull 3 bottoms. I may try to find another set of 3 bottoms. What I'll try to find is shear bolt protected. The problem is a lot of these spring trips are worn out and there's not replacement parts for them. So I'd rather have a set of shear bolts. Just to wear the bottoms is all that we concerned about being wore out on them. So, but that's a little bit about the tillage plans. Some of the things we've got to get ready to get started doing. We've got cows to move around. We've got ground to start getting ready. We have some projects around here we've got to get finished up. That's kind of where we're at on that. But if you like what we're doing, want to follow along, see how we do our system, please do so. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you see a video you like, give it a thumbs up. And if you have a question or comment, please do so. I'll try to get back around to them. I am not the best in the world at it. I try to read them all, but that's in between doing this, doing that, and Lord only knows what else. So but anyhow, thanks for watching, and take care of yourself. Another thing we'll have to do is service the tractors, get them ready. Oil change, fuel filters, anything else they may need. So get them in good shape to go. Same with the trucks. Check the trailer out. I mean, we got to get everything ready. So when we do start, you know, if we get a dry period, I don't want to have to be worried about the equipment giving issues. I want to just be able to get the work done. So until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.